is Sunday morning, and I have this off the Q-snap for the first time in a long time, so I thought I would give a little pass through here. Reminder of where we are and where we're headed. So I think today I'm going to finish that middle bat, and then I'm going to go over one of those little bats with another strand of black, just to see if I can get them to fill in, pop a little. And if it's good, I might select some things along the way, like a couple of bats in here, maybe a couple of the crows, a couple of things over here, just to thicken them up a little. Because I don't think the border looks bad, because you don't really look for the border to be that solid. But those bats, those bats. All right, I will check in later. Bye, guys. Just checking in. So, in my last video, I'm going to get real tight in here. I talked about maybe going over some of the bats with another strand of 310. So I did that to this lower left bat here. I'm sorry, lower right. Is that focusing? It is not. That might be a little better. It helped, but not as much as I thought. There are still gaps. This stuff is just, it's 40 count. There's no way that this should be this gappy. But I think it is maybe worth doing. Maybe on that big bat. I have another one to do up in the corner. So maybe if I do the big one in the middle and the one up in the corner that way, it'll give it a little life or a little dimension. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm a little tired of bats right now. And I did finally move the Q-snap. So I think I'm going to do another lightning bolt. I will check in with you guys later. Okay, so I didn't do any more bats. And I didn't really start the lightning bolt. I did a house. See, I did the little house. But I need a nap. It's Sunday, it's breezy, it's a little rainy. I need a nap. I'll check in with you guys later. Bye, guys. I got so much done tonight. Or today. I worked on this thing like all day. Except when I napped. I don't stitch while I nap. I'd get more done if I could. Anyway, I got this far. And then I watched Game of Thrones. And now I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I gotta process it. Either way, I will check in with you guys later. Bye, guys. So, it's raining a little bit. I was stitching. I was gonna start stitching. Storms are fun. So yeah, I'm a little out of practice with this whole vlogging thing. So I didn't show you where I started, but this is where I'm ending for the moment. I got this little crown done and a fancy star. I really like Death by Cross Stitch when I'm working on it. It's when I'm not working on it that I look at it and go, okay. I'm probably going to work on this for a little more today, and hopefully I will remember to check in then. It is dinner at Dad's. I should point out I'm at home today because apparently, fun fact, a side effect of the medication is a little bit of vertigo. So yeah, I'm dizzy and weird, but I can still stitch, so, you know, it's all good. I will check in with you guys later. Bye, guys. Ooh, a new start. What could it be? Is it a secret? No, it's not a secret at all. It's the Hare sampler from Teresa Miller, and it is in the spring 2019 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Does anybody else get this as a digital download? Because I have to say that, like, the pattern for this does not seem to match the model at all. There's like 5 colors in the model. There's only 4 on the sheet or something like that. It's very, I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. It'll be very personalized. Let's put it that way. I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. You guys, I wasn't even planning 1/1. It just happened. Look how little it is. We've all been through this before. You know it's little. It's so little. Well, for having to stay home from work today, at least I got a fair amount of stitching done. But now I'm going to bed. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys. Side note, the peels are actually really working well to wrangle the extra fabric. That's all. Don't tell. I'm stitching at work. I'm actually taking my lunch break. Look, I'm not even sitting over there. I'm sitting over here. Stitching. At lunch. This is outrageous. I'm kind of not enjoying the stitching in hand, so I may bring a tension hoop in. But otherwise, this is pretty sweet. I'll check in with you guys later. Yeah, definitely need a hoop. But I made some progress. I did a thing. I sat quietly at lunch. I didn't work. That's a thing, right? All right, I'll check in later. Yeah. Who's got a 1/1 addiction? This girl. Look at the teeny stitches. Oh, I always have to have a 1/1 going. This is my new rule. I have to have something like this going. But that's enough for tonight. I'm going to go have some coffee and get comfortable, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys. Hey guys, it's me. My face, and a notable lack of enthusiasm. I just have to let you know up front, I'm exhausted. We went to a wedding last night. I'm a little dehydrated. My hair is still wet. My makeup is barely applied. I am pushing through. I can do it. As you could see from the videos leading up to this part, I worked on 4 projects this week, which isn't too bad. I don't have the work project here, but I do have the other 3, so let's just see where they're at. I think the first one I worked on this week was Death by Cross Stitch, and I got some more of our friend, the Lion Griffiny thingamathing. I got his whole head done, and his crown, and that very cool variegated purple. You know I'm just in this for the variegated purple thread. That's the whole reason I'm doing any of this. It's the whole reason I get up in the morning. So it continues to come along. It's at least gotten more attention, in the past couple of months than I think I gave it all of last year. So that's something. Dante has decided to join us. Oh, baby. What you doing? You just checking it out? What do you think? She doesn't care. So the next thing that I worked on was Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And in case you've forgotten, we're working on bats. There's a lot of bats. It's all bats, bats, more bats. I did not get around to going over any of the other bats with another round of 310. I only did that one little one that I think I showed in the clip, but more than a few of you commented that you too have done that on pieces in the past and liked the way it came out. So I think it's probably going to happen. It's just, on the list. I have lots of lists. The last project I worked on this week was my unexpected 1/1. I don't know why I didn't expect this. How much do I just blather on about 1/1? Hopefully that is focusing. But look how much I got done. It's so cute. They're so little. I wasn't really clear in the clip before about the problem I was having with the pattern. It's not so much that I think the pattern is wrong. I think they stitched the model with a different color palette and then didn't tell us what they used on the model. So there's probably a picture over here, and you can see the little like half diamonds down the side. And in the model, they're very clearly like blue and green. These are not ambiguous colors. It's blue and green. But the called for in DMC is 3012 and 3768, which is khaki green and gray green dark. One of those colors is blue. It's blue. It's not ambiguous. It's blue. So what I did is when I did my conversion to Victorian motto sampler threads, I made it look more like the model rather than what they called for. Because I think I like that better. I don't want it to be these weird mushy greens over on the side. I think the blue looks nice. And the same color in the, I'm pointing over here, like the flowers across the top are in the same blue that you see on the side. So the fact that they charted those as what the diamond is 3768 gray green dark, there's no way that that's what they were aiming for. So that was the problem I had with the pattern. It's solved. It'll be fine. The other problem I'm having with more than a few things in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, the charts are very small. And I get it in a PDF, and you should be able to size that PDF to know tomorrow and see everything very, very clearly. I think they're using images sometimes for the pattern, so when you blow it up, it just gets distorted and weird. So I'm kind of not fighting with it, but I had to go through this particular pattern and really figure out, I labeled, it's a diamond and it's pointing to the area where the diamonds are, because the diamonds look like the spades, look like the square, look like the dot. There's an X and a cross that wonk right into each other. That's a technical term. So yeah, it hasn't been the easiest pattern to follow, but now that I know what I'm doing, it's fine. Also want to point out, still loving these peels. I got a question about where to get them. I don't know if you can see me or those, but you've seen them before. Amazon. I got them on Amazon, and they actually have like pretty big lots of them for not, for cheap money. I actually had to try to find a package of 20, and I think I kind of ended up overpaying just because I could have gotten like 50 or 100 for the same price that I paid for 20, but I didn't want to buy 100 and have them be useless. So that's what I did. But I will put a link in the description to the one that I bought. If I can find my old affiliate ID, I may make it, an affiliate thing. So just so you know, if you do click on it and purchase through Amazon, I could get like 7 cents, maybe. I do kind of think it's funny
that people who have affiliate links in their descriptions and things like that, I like that people say, you know, full disclosure, you could be, you know, it's an affiliate link. I make a little money when you use it. But honestly, is there a subset of people who would be like, well, I don't want to give you 7 cents. I don't want you to make a penny off of this recommendation that you've made and sent me conveniently to the exact place I can buy it. No, no, ma'am, no 7 cents for you. All right, last week we had a giveaway, and you know, I forgot about it until I was editing my video. And I said, oh, wait, I should pick a winner. It's only Saturday. It's fine. Um, so over here, you should be seeing a little video of the picking process. I just filtered down to the 6 comments that used the hashtag, I think it was Day of the Dead Patterns, and it came out to 6. I put 6 into the random number generator, or 1 to 6, and it came up with 6. So, Catty Sue Cats, you won again! I have your address from, I think the last time I sent you a card or something. So just let me know if that has changed, and I'll wait a couple of days and get it into the mail. It can't go before Tuesday anyway because of the long weekend. So I have already commented on your comment, and I hope to hear from you soon. So that's about it for the Stitchy information this week. Who watched the end of Game of Thrones? Who feels like they have wasted a large chunk of their life watching Game of Thrones? I'm going to get a little spoilery here, so if you haven't seen it, or you just don't want to know, or you're just so tired of hearing people complain about Game of Thrones that you're just all done, you can head out now. Otherwise, seriously, I waited how many seasons to find out who the hell Jon Snow's parents were, and it turned out to not matter one whit. Seriously? And Bran, who I think we all kind of knew was going to end up being king, ended up being king, but for no clear reason, other than a bunch of people said, well, he's not the other guy. Literally no reason. He has a good story? Are you kidding? Arya learned how to become an assassin. She could take her face off. Bran can't take his face off. I do not know. So that was frustrating. I also finally watched the movie Hereditary, which I have to say, I don't want to call out people's appearances, but this little girl is scary. She is creepy looking, and she did such a good job at freaking me out. It was not the movie I expected. I enjoyed it. It was even a little kind of, not silly, but some of the images were just like, what? Just trippy. It was a little vague. It kind of lost its way in places, but still, it was gross, and it was freaky. I'd give it an 8, but I can't dance to it. I also found out this week that amongst all the other wonderful side effects you could have while on Prozac, vertigo is one of them. I woke up Tuesday morning, and it was as if I had been on a bender of some sort. I could not, sit upright. I just kept shifting and moving. I had to hold on to things. So I said, no, there's no way I can drive. So I called in sick, and yet logged into work, because why wouldn't I take a personal day and then still work? I called my doctor's office, and I was like, is there something I can take for this? Because I don't want to just mix something with the medication and make it worse. Oh, yeah, we will leave her a message and tell her it's a priority, and we will, get right back to you. Yeah, 2:30 in the afternoon, they finally called. to say, sure, you can go ahead and take Dramamine. It'll be fine. Which is good because I had already taken it. I got tired of waiting and I got tired of, swanning back and forth all day. The good news was that I could stitch while that was going on. I think focusing on something close up to me was, I don't know, good for my brain. So at least when I wasn't logging into work, I could stitch. I think that's enough of me babbling this week. I am properly exhausted. I am going to settle in and edit this video and drink some coffee and stitch some things. I will check in with you guys next week. As always, thank you so much for your subscriptions, your comments, for watching, your likes, your dislikes, and all the things in between. Thank you so much for being my community. See you next week. Bye, guys.